Here's Mike Tomlin from his Tuesday press conference on whether he needs to see more from his quarterback, Kenny Pickett, who had 126 passing yards on Sunday against the Packers. Here's Tomlin.
How do you evaluate Kenny's performance, and do you need to see more from him moving forward?
Certainly. Man, we're going to need more, particularly as this road narrows. But guys like Kenny and myself, man, we're measured by wins and losses. He and I talk about that often and openly. We know what our jobs are. Our jobs are to win. And so that's where we are. That's where our focus is. You know, I love the fact that he embraces that. Down in and down out are there some things to work on, certainly. But it's not like we're going to start on Wednesday working on those things. We've been working on those things, and we will continue until we get the desired result.
You know, I'm not going to sound the alarm on Kenny Pickett because one of the complaints about the Steelers offense for me all year has been they don't have an identity. They don't have a rhythm.
Yeah.
They don't have a strategy. And, Chris, I meant to say this Monday. You know, as we're getting closer to the playoffs, the Steelers are finding their identity. And it's Jalen Warren for 101 yards and Najee Harris for 82 yards.
That's right.
Use them both. Use them effectively.
That's right.
Run. Play good defense. And that, what do we always hear is the formula for winning in January? What's the formula? It's run the ball and play good defense.
Yeah.
So even though they're this team that keeps pulling rabbits out of their ass, they have the formula. They're working on the formula to win in January. Run the ball and play good defense.
I'd agree. I'm with you. You know, yeah, in January, and why that helps, yeah, because you're going to be playing in some games maybe on a grass field, and it's 25 degrees, and lighting up the scoreboard with the pass game and all that's not necessarily going to translate to some of those elements you'll play in playoff football. Running the ball and whooping the shit out of somebody translates no matter where you are, and that's where Pittsburgh looks like they're headed. The defense has been better as of late. The offense, with Matt Canada on the sidelines 2 weeks in a row, has definitely showed more juice and an identity, I think, to your point, Mike, there, right? To where hopefully they can become a smash-out running football team, and then Pickett, play action pass, Pickens one-on-one, they could start to take some, advantages of that. Right? But that's I think, as far as it's going to go. I don't expect Kenny Pickett and the pass offense to all of a sudden start lighting up the scoreboard here with yards and points. That's not going to happen. I don't think they can readjust their pass philosophy on the fly here right now. No. And Kenny Pickett, to your point, he's really good. Or he's good. I don't want to say he's really good. He needs a system. One of the reasons I wasn't in love with Pickett when he came out in the draft is just because I didn't really feel like there was anything elite about his football game. There was nothing special about it. I think you see that. He's smart. He goes to the right place with the ball. He moves around well, but his arm is not big time. He doesn't move in the capacity of wow. He doesn't extend plays and make wow throws or wow runs on a consistent basis. So, yeah, they got to do it more from the team basis, and, it seems like they're getting closer there in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and that really is the question. And I see some of the Steelers fans wondering whether or not they got the wrong guy in Pickett, and maybe he's just never going to pan out. But if he's part of a team that the identity is almost like a 70s approach, run the ball, play good defense,
exactly.
When everybody else is throwing the ball. Think about how hard that is to defend when you spend all of your time preparing to face high-level passing offenses. And then here comes a team that's crafted in the mold of a 70s team that runs the ball, throws when it has to, or when it's set you up with play action because you can't take it anymore from Najee Harris and Jalen Warren. It changes this dynamic of they're going to be an automatic 30-point loss in the wild card round, because if they end up playing outdoors somewhere where it's cold and windy and nasty, they get a good weather day, i.e. a bad weather day, they could surprise somebody in the wild card round.
Yeah, they could. And if you get good enough at that run game and become such enough of a force there, all of a sudden we could be in the wild card game and go, whoa, Pickett threw for 340, and George Pickens had 120 receiving, and Deontay Johnson had 90, because the team goes, wait, we got to go all in and stop this run game. And then, of course, it helps there. right? And I think, again, to your point and kind of what you're saying here, this is where everybody, got to get away from the spread and all that college BS that's hurting the NFL at this point. If you look at the top offenses in football, okay, you look at the top 5 offenses in the game right now, they're 4 out of the 5 are run-first offenses. The Detroit Lions, it's about their O-line and their run game. The 49ers, it starts with their run game. The Dallas Cowboys, they say it's run game. They're trying to be that way, but I'll still give them the benefit of the doubt. It is there. The Eagles, everything starts, everybody. You play the Eagles, you talk to any defensive coordinator, goes, we're worried about their O-line steamrolling us, right? You got them. Oh, the Houston Texans at number 6. They're kind of a run-first football team. Now, it's become C.J. Stroud play action pass, but they base it around the run game. The Baltimore Ravens are the number 9 offense in football. So, you're seeing defenses around the league right now have become very good at defending the pass and some of these concepts. It's the teams that can infuse the run, and even the Miami Dolphins, who lead football, I think, in rushing still, they have that as well. Now, they got an awesome pass game to go along with it, but they make you think of that element, to your point. And if Pittsburgh can become elite enough at that running game, I think it can open up, the field a lot for Kenny Pickett and their receivers.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.